Hey gist lovers, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, your number one spot for the stories that are truly shaking the nation. Today we have a massive development in one of the most watched trials in Nigeria. Just when we thought things are settling into a long haul, the federal government dropped a bombshell in the case against Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB. Stick around because this changes everything. Alright, let's get straight to the gist. On Thursday, in the Federal High Court in Abuja, the trial of Nnamdi Kanu for terrorism and treason took a drastic turn. The lead counsel for the federal government, a senior advocate of Nigeria named Adegboyega Awomolo, stood before the court and did something unexpected. He announced that the prosecution is officially closing its case. Now, this happened right after their fifth and final witness, who was identified only as EEE for security reasons, had finished testifying and was cross-examined by Kanu's legal team. Mr. Awomolo told the judge, Justice James Omotosho, that after presenting 5 witnesses and what he called an avalanche of evidence, including Kanu's own broadcast, the government is satisfied. They believe they have proven their point. In his own words, he simply said, "I therefore close the case." Just like that.
Oh, sorry, 19th of June 2025, sorry. We are happy to announce to the world that the prosecution has finally closed their case today with their last witness, PW5, known as EEE. He came and tendered reports of the NSAS, and in the course of the reporting, he alleged that it was the statements made by Nnamdi Kanu that instigated the damages during the NSAS. And he was subjected to a thorough cross-examination by the defense team under Mazi Bazu. And as God will have it, we are happy to announce to you that so many things went wrong with his report, including the fact that not even the signature of the chairman or the name of the chairman or the secretary of the report of the committee he claimed to represent was found in the entire report. We are happy to announce to all lovers of freedom that the matter has been adjourned to the 18th of July 2025 for a no case submission. In other words, to tell the court and to show to the court that the prosecution merely wasted 10 years of Nnamdi Kanu's life by arresting and detaining him for no just cause. So we are happy. We have very short time within which to work. We are going to utilize that very short time and make sure we deliver on our mandate. And our mandate is to provide sufficient defense for Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes. Well, I am very excited to be here as always, even though, as usual, the DSS prevented me from entering the courtroom. But I'm a living witness to history. The first time Mazi was abducted from Kenya and brought here, I was in court to warn them that, in fact, I was one of the few people that came here as soon as they did their kangaroo arrangement, that this case is not going anywhere, and that there's no way, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it's going to end up the way it started, as nothing, and it will end up as nothing, because there's nothing that can stand up on nothing. The foundation of this was malice. It was a suppression of a section of Nigerian people and a violation of the fundamental right of a Nigerian British citizen who was abducted from another country, brought here without due process and detained indefinitely, even presented from having open and fair trial, which we have seen all over the time. As a matter of fact, today we already had an altercation with the DSS preventing people from moving around here. But you know, they started by blocking everywhere. Now they are tired, they can't even block half of the road because you cannot stop an idea whose time is come. And this is what we want them. And I'm glad that they are reaching the dead end that we have predicted. The dead end is that there will be a no case submission. In fact, I would have an issue with the lawyers if I were to be involved, because there's no need to even file a no case submission in the case that never existed in the first place. But you have to do your own legal work. And let me use this opportunity to also appreciate all the lawyers and all the people who have stood in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. I've said it that if it's the last person that will stand with him, I'll stand with him. And mine is not political. In fact, the most unpopular political decision to take in Nigeria is to stand with Nnamdi Kanu. So if you want to win election, you know who to stand with, which is the federal government. But I'm not doing this to win election. I'm doing it for the freedom of our people everywhere we might find ourselves. And I believe that if Nigeria is going to become one, it has to be on the basis of justice. We cannot be suppressing a section just as the rest will flourish and think that you can go home to rest. And you have seen it now. Even those people who never believed Nnamdi Kanu a few years ago, they have seen it with what the Fulani herdsmen are doing, killing hundreds of people. They are doing it also in the southeast. They've killed in Ebonyi, they've killed in Enugu, they are killing in Edo, they are killing in Kogi, they are killing people across the country. Imo, yes, there was some killing. So this was what Nnamdi Kanu told you as a prophet. But he has always told me, when I met him in New York, that he's not a prophet. He's just saying the reality of what the Nigerian project is all about. That it was a fake project put together and it can never materialize until there's justice. And this is what we keep advising them. The interesting thing was that there was even a time in 2019 that they charged me secretly with him. I filed a charge here that I connived with him to kill some policemen. So the case never came to trial, and it will never be. So we can't wait to see Nnamdi Kanu rejoin all of us.
All right,
and I'm very certain that will happen. Sure. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how long they do their case, which I never believed in that.
So what does this actually mean in plain English? For those of you who aren't illegal eagles, let me break it down. When the prosecution closes a case, it means they are done presenting their evidence. They have called all their witnesses, submitted all their documents, played all their tapes, and now they are telling the judge, Your Honor, this is all we have. Based on this, we believe the defendant is guilty. The ball is now officially in the courts of Nnamdi Kanu's defense team, led by another legal heavyweight, Kanu Agabi, SAN. And what they did next is the real headline here. As soon as the prosecution rested, Kanu's lead lawyer, Agabi, stood up and told the court that they will be filing a no-case submission. Now, this is very, very powerful legal move. Pay attention. A no-case submission is basically the defense saying this to the judge. Your Honor, we have listened to everything the prosecution has presented, all 5 witnesses, all the evidences, and even if you believe every single word they said is 100% true, they still have not legally proven that our clients committed any crime. Okay? They are arguing that the prosecution's case is so weak that there's no need for the defense to even waste the court's time by presenting their own witnesses or evidence. They are asking the judge to dismiss the case and set Nnamdi Kanu free right now. So, this is a crucial turning point. The judge will now have to rule on this no-case submission. There are 2 possible outcomes. Number 1, the judge agrees with the defense. He looks at the evidence and says, you are right, the prosecution has failed to establish a prima facie case. If that happens, Nnamdi Kanu would be acquitted and discharged. The trial ends and he walks free. A huge, huge win for the defense. Secondly, the judge disagrees. He rules that the prosecution has presented enough evidence to warrant a defense. If this happens, the no-case submission is dismissed and the trial moves to the next phase. Nnamdi Kanu's team will then have to present their own defense, call their own witnesses, and argue their side of the story. So, there you have it, gist lovers. The Nnamdi Kanu trial is now at its most crucial crossroad. The fate of the entire case now rests on the judge's decision regarding their no-case submission. What do you guys think will happen? Do you think the judge will grant the no-case submission or the trial proceeds? Let me know your thoughts, predictions, and the analysis in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And as always, if you want to stay on top of trending gist, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.